Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time with our live show. So first thing, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us. We're going to get your free picks today from the NBA, college basketball, as well as the NHL. And, of course, at the end of the show, we'll have our Parlay Peripheral segment for you. But first, give us that like, that thumbs up. Help us build up our audience with that like. We greatly appreciate it. So let's meet the cappers and get right to the picks. We don't mess around here on the Tony Six Morning Show. Let's say hello, Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Oh, not too much, Tony. Can't complain about yesterday's action. Another winning day. Hey, look at these Gonzaga Bulldogs. Staying alive.
No doubt.
Get up on the Dogs. Yeah, no doubter there in that one for my 9th straight college basketball 10-star slam dunk play of the day. So if you joined me there, hey, we've been on fire with those. So going for our 10th straight today there. Excited with that. We hit the NBA, my drop and dime play. Guess who it was, Tony? The Wizards!
Wizards, that's right.
Yesterday. How can you not? I gave it here yesterday for everybody who tuned in. It was the D-Gen play of the day. It was also
the year. That should have been that had to be the D-Gen play of the year. Was there any more D-Gen that you made a best bet than that?
I had you, right? It was just,
no, I have to. I'm just saying, is there a D-Gen? I can't think of a D-Gen game of the year anyone would make. That was it.
And that was it. And it's just one of those spots. I was like, I got to make the Wizards here. Got to do it. You got to make it the D-Gen, the play of the day, and make it a big bet, too. So we crushed that. Can't complain about Saturday's action. The only one that I can complain about is Mizzou. Woo! Missouri had that game all locked up, and it ended up in OT, and they just went to die in OT. Oh, tough. One of those ones that, hey, those things happen. But we hate it because I was on the wrong side of it, but it is what it is. College basketball is going to bruise you once in a while. So you take your lumps and move on to the next day. Still a winning day overall. Can't complain, though.
Yeah, we shall absolutely say also. We got Rod top of the 7-day leaderboard. Great year for it. And, of course, catching Rod on Rod's heels on the 7-day leaderboard is Al Nino's coming off a top performance yesterday. Al, what's happening?
Yeah, that's right. I had to dip my toes in that D-Gen special as well. And I see Rod's Wizards, and I'll raise them and take them on the money line, man. I mean, I thought it was a good shot. I mean, how could you lay that many points with the Hornets right now? I mean, I get it. The Wizards aren't great, but neither are the Hornets. I mean, I had a couple money line dogs yesterday in the NBA. Again, similar matchup with the Kings and the Rockets. I mean, not similar at all. Very, opposite spectrum of that. But I thought it was a pretty competitive matchup, and just thought had some value on the money line there in the game where we had a live dog, and sure enough, they came through for us there too.
Yeah,
1-1 in the NHL, but got my college basketball bet. So pretty good day overall. Yeah.
Yeah, I juiced up. I had my best bet coming with the over in the Warriors and 76ers game. We saw some upsets in the game, underdogs. The Spurs beating Memphis. What's happening there with the Memphis game? And of course, Mavs getting crushed there as well.
I had the points with the Spurs. I wasn't expecting that upset.
Yeah, I know that was a while. Maybe there's something that said there. What Chris was saying, there's some issues there within some of the players. But to me, I'll go back and say is that loss to OKC was going to have a psychological effect on the team. I still think that's what's going on here, because you could have a better spot.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. I agree with you there. Right? The craziness. That 76ers team was they got lucky yesterday. I think. I don't know. You look at the numbers. It was Quentin Grimes. Just came out of nowhere. When you look at the numbers, the guy scores 44 points in a game. What? You look at the numbers he's done in the last 10, and it hasn't even come close to that. Not even close. 6 for 9 from 3. What did he go? 75% shoot field goals too. It was like, man, he was on fire. And you look at his averages, he was well above average yesterday. He definitely one of those games. Reason why the 76ers got that one. Crazy.
Yeah, and Detroit showing like a bounce back effort there, pounding Brooklyn by 21. I thought that was a good result for Detroit after that loss to Denver. They didn't pout, didn't feel sorry for themselves. They came in and just pounded Brooklyn. I like seeing that when teams do that after a loss, big favorites, and they come and pound the next opponent. That's good. All right, let's.
Brooklyn got the memo, I think now, Tony. I think they've all received the memo that says, "Oh, we're supposed to be tanking."
Yes.
Oops.
Utah's getting that memo too. Utah got the memo today, but it didn't work. They beat Minnesota the other night, so we'll see. That's right. Solo told us about.
I didn't get that memo. That was my lone loss in the NBA.
Oh my goodness, you missed the memo there. Yeah. All right, let's get to the games, guys. We'll start with Nuggets and Celtics. That's the big TV game this morning. Early start, 1 Eastern. Celtics 3.5, total 234.5. Trailblazers and Cavs. Cavs, as you expect, big favorites, 11, total 235.5. Bulls and Pacers. Pacers up to 10.5 here, total 242.5. Let's take a look at some of the injuries here from these early starts. On the Denver side, Kankar, Watson out, Najee and Gordon questionable. On the Celtics side, Holiday and Porzingis doubtful in this game. Brown questionable. On the Trailblazers and Cavs here, we got Aiden, Minaya, Thibault out. Grant, Avdija are questionable. Avdija's been a contributor there for this Trailblazers team. Donovan Mitchell, after that big performance, he hurt himself, so he's not going to play in this game. He's out, or maybe illness. I didn't look specifically. Let's see what it is with Mitchell. He was interviewing, look happy. He's resting. We got to rest him. I can't believe this. Mitchell has been ruled out for Sunday's game against Trailblazers due to rest. You had to rest yesterday. You didn't. I don't understand. You need 2 more days. You need another day of rest after that big performance. Oh my God. I mean, that is one of the lamest injuries I've seen all season.
Kind of like our extended weekends when we used to have like a holiday on a Monday or something, You
let someone say that about you on the injury report? Rest. We're going to rest him. He needs 2 days of rest. I don't get it.
Different ball game these days. Huh? You wouldn't see this back in the day, would you?
No, you wouldn't. That's very disappointing. All right, Bulls and Pacers here. On the Bulls side, no Williams, no Vucevic, no Dosunmu. Wetter questionable. White, Gideon, Ball all probable in the game. Benedict Mathurin, that's an injury there for Indiana. He's a contributor. So we get started with Rod.
First of all, just make note. Hey, Amy in the chat. This is the Gonzaga Bulldogs hat. It's definitely not look like a Georgia Bulldogs hat. Definitely get your Bulldogs straight there in that one, buddy, because you're not even close. So if you want to troll someone, make sure you get the team hat right before you start trolling someone. This is the Gonzaga Bulldogs hat. Get it right, buddy. All right, on to these first NBA action for kicking off the Sunday. Let's get to it. First one we are going to look at Portland. Hey, Donovan Mitchell, you're injured and you're going to take the day off. You're soft. I don't think Cleveland cares about this game at all. And what's Portland done? Solid team against in non-conference games, 18-4 ATS. Give me the Portland Trailblazers there in that one. They also love whooping it up against the Eastern Conference, 10-0 ATS in their last 10 games versus the Eastern Conference. So I'll take Portland plus that boatload of points. Quick jump on it now. It's dropping. It was at 11.5. It's now down to 11. And it'll probably drop even more with the news of Mitchell being out. Another one I like in the spot is give me the Bulls at that boatload of points. You trust the Pacers to be laying that kind of number at home? They're 50-50 at best at home. ATS 13-12-1 at home against the number. And the Bulls, look at what they've been doing, covering spreads. If they were trying to tank, well, they didn't get the memo either to tank a thon because they've been playing pretty good basketball. Give me the Bulls plus the points. And then Denver and the Celtics. Hey, you look at that game, and it was 235.5 as Tony started reading out some injuries and Boston questionables, and it dropped down to 234.5. I like the under there. I don't see this being as a track meet. You look at Denver's offense, sure, they've been dropping $120. Boston's been dropping $117. But I think this is one of those slower paced games where Boston's been playing some defense. Denver, not so much. But I think this Denver defense steps up a little bit. We don't get over the total. Give me the under Denver. Boston.
Yeah, from Rod on over to Al Ninos.
Yeah, I'm agree with a lot of what Rod said, except I'll take a different look at them. I'm going to look at the Blazers. I guess both Bulls, kind of similar situations here, but particularly Blazers, I guess, would be my favorite of the two. I'm going to look at them in the first half, getting 6.5 points. Also tempted to take him plus 3.5 in the first quarter as the Cavs kind of figure out their offense without Mitchell there. But again, my best bet would be Blazers plus 6.5 in the first half, and then Bulls plus 6.5 first half.
And there from El Nino said what I think about these games. I'm going to look at Denver. Denver shows up in these games against good teams. When you look at the Nuggets, really good shooting form. Denver 6-3 to the spread as road dog, 11-5 to the spread on the road against winning teams. Boston has not had good spread success against the West, just 2-7 to the spread at home against the West, and 8-13 to the spread against these good shooting teams. And at 46% or greater, I'll look at Denver in that spot. Yeah, I know I was hammering Mitchell for being out, the lamest injury of the year. The award goes to Mitchell. But you look at Portland, Ayton's out. He's a guy in the middle. Avija and Grant questionable. I think those are really impactful. Cleveland as double-digit favorites at home, 10-5 of the spread. I don't really trust Denver on the road too much, especially against teams like this. They're 2-4 of the spread against these good offensive teams that average 116 points per game or greater. There's still a lot of depth on this Cleveland side to lay the points in this one. And Bulls, again, they have covered every game since the break. I've told you that for the last 4 games they played. They've covered every game. And they're actually showing some defensive form here. And that Mathurin injury is impactful because he's definitely a contributor to that team. Remember when Mathurin missed last postseason and hurt Indiana? He was hurt throughout the season. He missed the second half of the year, and Indiana was not the same. That's one of the reasons why we saw Indiana's numbers go the opposite side. The pace went the other way too because that injury to Mathurin. But I'll look at the Bulls here at the plus the price. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Shows. We continue here with the NBA. Next up, we've got Raptors and Magic here. We got the Raptors 7.5, total 209.5. Thunder and Spurs. Thunder 13.5 down from, well, there's some 14s out there as well, especially at Penny. They're Penny lean guys. Right now, Thunder 14, Chris at 14, everybody else 13.5 there. Pelicans and Jazz. In this one, we've got, wait a minute, we're going too far here. They should have had Knicks and Heats, right? Knicks and Heat. Knicks here, 6.5 total, 221. So Knicks, Heat, Raptors, Magic, Thunder, Spurs in this block. And let's look at some of the injuries here in these games. Knicks and Heat, we got Huckporty out for New York. Robinson and Hart will be probable. On the Heat side, Jovic out, Wiggins, Jaquez, doubtful. On the game between Toronto and Orlando, here we got Agbaji, Battle, Ingram, and Temple out for Toronto. Suggs remains questionable. Suggs remains out. He will be out. He's got definitely a knee injury there. And Thunder and Spurs, Holmgren, Joe, and Mitchell out. Dang, questionable. Count Basie, questionable here for San Antonio. So we start with Rod. You're on mute there, Rod.
I am, my bad. For me, definitely not my favorite slate of NBA games, but I got one here for you. I like the under between the Raptors and Orlando. You look at the Raptors. I also lean to Orlando getting the win, so almost the same game parlay. I think the Magic and the under. You look at the Raptors, their last 3, well, they've lost by 10+ in those last 3 games, so not playing so good are these Raptors. Well, they're out on the road as well, so but they haven't played well on the road all season. 5 wins on the road this season for this club. And also, you look at the last game head-to-heads. They've split the series this year. Magic got the first one, 106-97 at Toronto, and then they won 109. Or the Raptors got their bounce back, 109-93 in that one. But Magic weren't healthy in that one. That was during that run. They were looking awful. And here at home in this one, yeah, give me the Magic, lay the 7.5, and the under 209. They went under head-to-head in the last 4 meetings between these two clubs. Magic and under for me there.
There from Rod on over to El Nino's.
Yeah, I'll look at the Raptors in the first half getting 4 points. I think that game should be pretty competitive. And I like the cutoff was Spurs. I'll take the Spurs in the first half as well, plus 8.5. Sure. I mean, this one could get ugly. It's a bad spot for them. But, yeah, they just played last night. But again, I think it's just a couple too many points. I like the Raptors much better, though, than the Spurs. And for the first game, that's a really tough one. Maybe Knicks first quarter, minus the 2.
And there from El Nino, say what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to take – I know Miami's been banged up, but they have enough depth here. I'll take them plus the points here. I don't trust New York on the road. Matter of fact, their past 5 on the road give 121 points per 100 possessions, a minus 6.5 net rating. Miami started to see their point production start to go up here over their past 4 at home, averaging 122 points per 100 possessions, and they've been shooting the ball very well here. So I think Jaquez wasn't even getting much playing time. I think he was hitting the bench a little bit there. Sophomore jinx, maybe. We'll see. But I'll take Miami plus the points. I don't trust Orlando's offense here. I'll look at Toronto here. 6-3 of the spread is road dog of 3.5 to 9.5 points. And Magic over the past 5 games hitting 44%, just 29% from 3. You know, if it's not Boncaro, if it's not Franz Wagner, who else steps up in that game? You can see Boncaro starting to get frustrated too. So because there isn't enough help around this poor guy. You know, he plays his heart out there on the court. I got to give the guy credit, but some of these guys got to help him out a little bit more. Spurs and Thunder. I mean, look at the Spurs has a lot of depth. They play a lot of guys, so I'm not worried about them in back-to-backs. So I'll look at the Spurs here plus the points here. Sorry that I'm going over in this game. Over 235.5. I would lean Spurs, but I like the over more in this game. Thunder 7-5 the over against losing teams, but man, the Spurs here over their past 6 here on the road put up 124 points per 100 possessions. That's a lot of points. Spurs has defensive form really poor right now. You look at the Thunder in their past 5 games, averaging 130 points a game, 50% shooting, 41% from 3, going over in all 5. Got to look over in that one. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show. We'll close out the NBA with these games here. We've got Pelicans, Jazz. We got the Pels 7.5 on the road, total 232. Timberwolves and Suns 2, total 231. Clippers and Lakers again. We rolled it back in the same spot. Clippers favored now, going up 2.5, total 220. Let's take a look here at the injuries in these games here. In the Pelicans, Jazz, Boston out for New Orleans. And Utah, I guess the coach got the memo. No Clarkson, no Collins, no Kessler, no Market, and no Sexton there. The entire starting lineup. So the coach got the memo. We got to keep the horses in the barn. All right, that's what we got to do.
Bet on the Pelicans too.
We'll see. That's risky business, I think. Flowers, Jones out for the Clippers. Lundy, Powell is probable, so that's the upgrade for Powell. Let's see if it holds because he went the other way later in that first meeting. On the Lakers side, Hachimura with that knee out, Kleber out. Reeves is doubtful. Goodwin doubtful. James, Doncic are questionable here. Minnesota and the Suns, that ESPN game. Jesse Edwards is out. Gobert out. Randall questionable. On the Phoenix side, no Martin. Morris Beal questionable. Grayson Allen upgraded to probable. So there you go with the injuries here. We're on over to Rod.
Yeah, and looking at that, the Lakers and the Clippers, it looks like I'm going to say one of those guys sit for the Lakers, either Luka or James in that one. It's just that line's telling you it would be a lot more than what it is. And it's the Clippers are -2.5. One of those guys are sitting for the Lakers in that matchup, unless they're doing the same old roster manipulation we've seen plenty of times. But I don't think so. I think one of those guys sit. So that total of 220.5. I like the under between the Clippers and the Lakers. I think Norman Powell plays today for the Clippers, and that'll increase the defense. So give me the under 220 in that matchup. And then, there's the DGen special of the day is the Pelicans and the Jazz. But you want to lay 7 with the Pelicans on the road? 9-21 against that number on the road. You know, I'm going to take the Jazz even with the G League lineup going there in that one. 16-4 at home, even with the G League lineup. Give me the Jazz plus the points in that matchup. A couple I like there.
Yeah, from Rod on over to El Ninos.
So that's Jazz spelled with a G today, huh? All right. But yeah, I mean, I kind of, when you look at the lineups, I kind of like the Pelicans. I've not at this number, completely missed this number, and I hate missing numbers, but I completely missed this one. And so about the way I could still look at them is in the first quarter, they are laying 2 points in the first quarter, and I'll gladly take that. I think that's all I'm going to go with for this slot. Again, I mean, I would want to think that both Doncic and LeBron play today after playing the last one, but after that Mitchell injury, I'm going to be a little more careful. I mean, that's not injury, sorry. That Mitchell scratch, I'm going to be more careful and wait on that one. Might be a steam play.
Yeah, from El Ninos looking for a steam play there. I'll tell you what I look here in these games. Yeah, I'm going to take Utah. The Jazz have been dreadful on the road. They failed to cover 21 of 30 on the road. They're 1-5. The road to the spread is road favorite. Home dogs are 3.5 to 9.5. Jazz 14-9. I know it's going to be a backup lineup here, but I'll still take them here. Again, this high elevation against for Pelicans. We'll see how Zion handles the high elevation there in Utah tonight. Clippers, Lakers going to come back with the under again. Under 220. They went under in the first game. The scoring stopped in the final 5 minutes of that one. Clippers 11-5 of the under on the road against winning teams. Lakers have gone under in 6 straight, and they're playing pretty good defense. Maybe it's speed over size. You got to defend the threes, right? I'd rather go speed than size. That seems the way to go. It worked for the Warriors, I'll look at Suns here at home. I don't like the shooting form for this Timberwolves team. And actually, Phoenix is in the better shooting form right now. So I'll look at the Suns based on that shooting form. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show. Guys, just a reminder, we're giving you our free picks. If you're looking for our best plays, click the link in the description. That'll take you over to our site at TonySpicks.com. Got best bets and premium plays here from all our cappers. As you can see, really great performance yesterday from El Nino's. Rod has been on top of our 7-day leaderboard, also on the board here for the entire year. So get on board with their premium plays. Use that promo code Tony at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. All right, let's get back to the 26 Morning Show here as we switch on over to college basketball. So in this segment, we're going to cover it in slots. But first, we're going to let Rod just give us what he's got. He's got a jet here in about 5 minutes. So Rod, give us what you got in college scoops, and then they can go to the YouTube channel for your hockey and let us know what you got for sale.
All right, sounds good. So what I got here, and I got a couple for you in this college basketball. You look at where am I looking at here? Here it is. I like the under between North Florida and Austin Peay. That's a conference game, right? An ASUN game, kicking it off in the ASUN tournament in that matchup. I like the under, so because it's one of those conference games, do or die for one of these clubs. But you look at the last 14 North Florida games on a neutral court. We've seen 152 points or less on that total. It's up at 160. I just want to see if it moved down overnight or not. No, still sitting at 160. North Florida and Austin Peay. So take the under 160 in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at here in this spot is look at Memphis on the road. I don't know why is Memphis only laying 1 on the road. Pretty good on the road, 8-2 straight up, and only having to lay 1. I don't have to worry about all those extra points. Looks like they're trying to bait you into Memphis in that one. I would take UAB there in that matchup. And then if I can reach for my hat over here in the Wisconsin taking on Michigan State. Michigan State's close to wrapping up that the Big Ten. But Wisconsin, no slouches, solid on the road. I think 4.5. I think I'd have to take I know whiskey's burned me a couple times, but I think I got to take a double shot of whiskey there with the points over possession. They battle tested 4-1, 4-1 ATS. I believe their lone loss on the road was, or they won their last 3 on the road, including going into Purdue and beating them. So Wisconsin plus the over possession, that's where you want to be. Grab Wisconsin plus the points there in that matchup. And for me, over 26 today, I've got, as I said, my 10-star college basketball slam dunk play of the day, going for 10 straight there. I also have that included into a college basketball 3-pack today over there. So don't buy if you're buying the 3-pack, hey, the 10-star play is included. If you're buying the 10-star play, hey, grab the 3-pack. You get 3 other plays as well. I have an NBA solo play as well and my NHL solo play over there at Tony's Picks. So, hey, jump aboard. Let's have ourselves a big winning day together. As Tony's there. See, college basketball slam dunk Sunday triple. Best way to go, though, is long term. That way, if I find something late steam wise, I'll throw it in and you'll get it emailed to you. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotion. As you see, I'm not the only hot capper over at Tony's Picks. And nothing like having 2 cappers putting cash into your pocket.
Very good.
So, big winning Sunday. Quick little parlay for everybody. We're going to go with take Wisconsin plus the points. We're going to take, in the NBA, we're going to take Portland plus the points and take the under, Denver and Boston.
There you go. From Rod with his 3-teamer, and get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks.com. You see the green across the board. Rod's having a great year. I remember all those one-day passes are profit guarantee. Must earn a profit or amount purchase. We'll be right back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. So get on board with Rod over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, Rod, as always, great having you show. Continue great success. We'll catch up with you tomorrow.
Definitely. Appreciate everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Sunday. And, hey, all the hockey's covered for you in the archive on the YouTube channels. Go check it out. Be careful. There's a couple 3 and 4 today. 3 games, 4 nights. It's been the theme this week. 3 games, 4 nights. It'll also be next week. I've looked ahead. There's about 4 games in that same situation loading up. So 3 games, 4 nights. Have yourself a good one, everybody.
Very good. And Rod here on the Tony Moore Show. Remember, go to the YouTube channel, get his hockey there. All right, let's continue on here join with Al Ninos here. We'll take a look at the college basketball card here. We'll break these in 2 blocks. So in this first block, we'll cover the Nooners, and we will include the Nooners, and we'll include the 2 o'clock Eastern games. So those are the block here in the first block here, the Nooners and the 2 Eastern games. And we do have A-Sun championship games today as well. So the Nooners and 2 Eastern, we go to Al Ninos.
Yeah, I'm going to start off with a couple of leans here. I'm going to look at Manhattan on the road against Niagara. Again, think that they're the better team, better offense here. Won the last meeting 72-65 at home, and 7-7 on the road, so not terrible there. And I think they get the job done for us again here. I liked Mount St. Mary's was my next lean. They had a rough one in the last meeting, losing that one 82-68. But they're 8-4 at home. Siena just 4-8 on the road. So I think Mount St. Mary's gets their payback here at home, laying 2.5. What are they laying now? Sorry, 2. So 2.5, I guess. That 2 is juiced. The next one I was looking at was Marist. Won the last meeting 56-51 on the road. They're 11-2 at home. And St. Peter's just 5-10 on the road. So I like Marist laying the, let me see what the number is at now. It's at 3.5 and going up. So I get on that one.
Yeah, from Alan, say what I like about these games. Yeah, I'm with this Whiskers here. I like FAU here laying the points. FAU, get them away from the home court. They've been very good shooting team, 47% away from their home court. They've covered 4 of 6 as road favorites. Bulls 0-3 to the spread as a home dog. I'll look at AFU laying the points here. Kennesaw and Liberty. I can only look at Liberty laying that big number. I can't make a case for the dog in that one. You look at the Owls away from home, hitting just over 39%. That's not very good. Look at the home numbers for Liberty. Their shooting numbers and defensive numbers just too strong. Too strong of a home court. I'll look at Liberty. I agree with Rod. I like Wisconsin plus the points as a road dog this year. Badgers 3-0 to the spread. And the Spartans, although play good defense, they're only shooting 44% over their past 5 games. This Wisconsin team, number 1 in offensive efficiency in the Big Ten. And we're deep in the conference play now, where some of those road games are also factored into these ratings. So number one offense and offensive efficiency. You're giving me 4.5 points. I'll take Wisconsin here in this spot. And we're going to include the 2 Eastern games. So I'll look at Northern Iowa here as a dog. This on paper figures to be a very close game. So I'll take the points there with Northern Iowa. They've covered 3 of 4 as a road dog. Bradley 5-8-1 to the spread as a home favorite. And the Panthers over their past 5 games shooting 49%, allowing just 41%. So I'll look at them in that spot, Northern Iowa plus. Sorry, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show as we continue here with the next series of games. And we'll close it out here with the game starting at 3 Eastern, all the way to nightcaps, the A-Sun tournament games at 7 Eastern time. Back to Al Ninos.
All right, so you might want to put your earmuffs on for this one. I see Mr. Weskers might want to mute me for a second as well. I'm going to go Belmont in this one. They won last meeting 95-77, and back at home here where they're 10-5. Murray State just 5-7 on the road. I think Belmont's offense gets it done here. Yes, their defense isn't great, but I think their offense gets the job done for us at home. And next up, I'm looking at Michigan at home again. They got whooped, and well, that was a long time ago. So, but they are 13-1 at home. Illinois just 4-5 on the road. So again, just going to look at that home court advantage here to get it done for us with Michigan. And I like Memphis on the road against UAB. Just think they're the better team. They've traveled well, 8-2 on the road. They won the last meeting 100-77, and I don't think home court. Well, they are good at home. UAB is 13-3 at home. Just think Memphis the better team here and gets the job done on the road for us. And next up is Smalley into UTSA. Don't like this one as much. I think this one will be a lot closer, but again, I think home court gets it done for us here. Rice just 4-7 on the road. And last but not least, I'm going with Stetson at home. So a bunch of small home favorites here for us. 5-9 at home, not great, but Central Arkansas just 1-15 on the road. So going Stetson to wrap things up here.
Yeah, from El Ninos. All right, I'll look here at the ones I like here. Illinois and Michigan. Yeah, I'm going to take the sucker -3 at home. I know somebody was saying -3 is a sucker bet on the home team. I like that. I like that thought process. I like that guy is a pretty sharp mind there when you say stuff like that. But
not the furthest from the truth. That's a pretty decent comment. But
that is a sucker line there, But anyway, Illinois, they failed to cover 6 of 9 on the road, but I can only look at Michigan. They're just too strong in my book right now. Offensively, defensively here. You look at Illinois, their defense has been horrible over the past. I see this is why I get off teams and go against them. It's just the defense, just so bad over their past 5 games, 50% shooting, failing to cover 4 of those games. You're this deep in the season, you're giving up 50% shooting. That's not good. Especially I can understand early in the season, but you're this late in this, and you're playing horrible defense. I can't take it. That's just, you have all season to get committed to play defense. You should know how to play defense by now. And then here at the end of the year, you're just tanking like that. I can't back you. Look at Murray State here, plus the points here. Belmont has failed to cover 9 of 12 at home. I understand this is a low number here, but the issue there is that their defense over their past at home, they're giving up 46% shooting. So another team not defending well on that home court. I'll look at the Murray State there. Can only look at Kansas State, man. This Colorado team, what has happened to them? The home court hasn't helped them at all. I mean, we saw Kansas get them. And the thing with Colorado, they're on the road in this game. They're last in defensive efficiency in the Big 12. They turn the ball over. They don't rebound well. They're terrible defensively. I'm sorry, they're last in defensive. They're last in offensive efficiency, 13th on the defensive side. So they just do about everything bad in conference, this Colorado team. K-State, it's got a disappointing season, but the Colorado defense away from home. Here's another team giving up 48% shooting away from the home court. The Wildcats have covered 12 of 17 in the Big 12 behind defense. I'll look at K-State here against Colorado. Memphis and UAB, yeah, that's a big question mark. Like Rod said, why is Memphis favored by such a short number? I think they definitely give UAB credit for the home court. I'm also looking at Memphis here. Also, you have to respect UAB for breaking that Wichita State win streak. UAB beat them 80-72 on the road, and they're also 12-3 in conference play there and 7-0 at home. So you're going against a team that's 7-0 at home. I get that, but Memphis is the best team in the conference, no doubt. So I'll go ahead and take them in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Dix Morning Show. It says here -3 is that's right. Let's continue here on the Tony Dix Morning Show as we get ready here to switch on over to the ice with El Ninos. El Ninos is the one with the skates. I don't have the skates. I break my legs on skates. All right, let's hear here in the NHL. We'll knock them out here in this in one block here. Maple Leafs and Penguins. We got the Maple Leafs here about $1.80, total 6.5. Bruins and Wild here $1.50, total 5.5. Flames and Hurricanes. We got the Hurricanes $2.58, total of 6. Blues and Stars. We got the Stars here $2.13, total 5.5. Predators and Rangers. Rangers $1.78, total 6. Jersey and Golden Knights. Your late game. Golden Knights $1.73, total of 6 to El Nidos.
Yes, Rod tried to warn everybody. It's a lot of tricky matchups here. I'm gonna go with it's tough, man. A couple years ago, I called myself crazy for making this play, but Maple Leafs is a team I love fading, and I mean the Penguins definitely have the talent to get the job done here. But you got to give it to the Maple Leafs this season, playing some pretty good hockey and playing some good hockey coming into this matchup. Got the rest advantage as well, so I'll look at the Maple Leafs -1 here. Hurricanes also home ice and rest. Well, no, they played last night too, so that one I'm probably just going to stay away from. Although if I had to make a pick, it would probably be a Hurricanes -1.5, but I really don't love that one. Stars have the rest and home ice advantage. I'd like them to get the job done. You could just go puck line, or you could lay a little bit of juice and take a -1. Same story, Rangers, rest and home court, home ice advantage. I'm taking them -1. And Vegas Golden Knights. I don't know about that one. I might leave that one alone. But again, they do have the rest and the home ice advantage. So my play would be Golden Knights -1, but I don't like that one as much as the others.
There from El Ninos, we got our capper Ron Crawford here. He's got a few skate plays on the ice for you, Rangers regulation and wild there from Ron Crawford. Join us here in the chat today. Couldn't make it on the show, but we got Ron here. You can always catch him on the Happy Hour show with Rod Monday through Friday, live here at 5 p.m. Eastern time. All right, we got you there. Somebody with interesting note. I saw chat someone talk about history here, and someone talked about the history between Fade the Puck, Michigan. No one checked the history between Michigan and Illinois. I will say this here. I'm not a big fan of history in college, more so in the pros, but we saw the history. Auburn can't win in Kentucky. What happened yesterday? Auburn won in Kentucky, right? Every team's different. This Illinois team has just been really bad down the stretch. So that's kind of I put more of that history more in the pros than I do in the NBA. And also, but when it comes to revenge, I'm definitely a revenge guy more in college than in the pros. I very rarely will mention history. Yeah, recent history. I very rarely mention revenge in any pro game. Sometimes in preseason football, sometimes coaches talk about it. You know, when you lose a Super Bowl or you lose a playoff game and you play that team again in the preseason, there's a little bit of revenge in that spot. That's the only time I'll look at revenge really in professional sports. All right. We got it. Let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show. We got you through the hockey for today. That's right. Let's hit that like button. Let's keep it coming up for us, guys. So now it's our parlay prop segment where we give you a parlay. We can give you a team player prop, game in the future, exhibition baseball. We leave it up to the cappers. It's their segment. Over to El Ninos.
I'll go Knicks -2 first quarter, Pelicans -2 first quarter, and Spurs +8.5 first half.
Yeah, it's on the first half play there. Okay.
Or actually, Blazers +6.5 first half. Sorry.
All right.
Scratch the Spurs.
Scratch the Spurs from El Nido. So I'll tell you what I like here. I definitely like the Wisconsin plus the points in that one. Also, give me FAU, and the one in the NBA that I like here will be on. What we got here? Give me the over in the Thunder and Spurs. Give me the over there. All right. We got you through our parlay peripheral segment. Now it's time to take a look here at see what El Ninos has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. So we head into a big Sunday of action here from NBA college. Just don't forget the A-Sun. I didn't have any A-Sun for you, but A-Sun starts their conference tournament today. So conference tournaments begin today. There we get with those 7 Eastern games. So we'll see what El Ninos has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. We mentioned El putting together a pretty impressive a day yesterday, and over the past 7 days, he's been on a heater right now. See this 911 units of profit last 7 days. Al, what you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
I have my best bet in the NBA, $19 best bet. If you're looking for that one, is in the NBA tonight, and I got a 3-pack in the NBA as well as my best bet in college basketball. If you want to check that out. No premiums in the NHL yet. I might try to pick my favorite out of the ones I gave out and get it in there. But I don't know. Just wasn't in love with the prices, I guess, today. So we'll see if I get there in the NHL.
All right, get on board with El Ninos over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see he's got his LU plays up there, $19 premium. Also a play from College Hoops. Also 3-pack from the NBA. So get on board with El Ninos over at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember, all of our one-day packages are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. Not so on the long-term pass because they're sold such a discount. Remember, if you get that 1-month all sports pass, that includes all of our plays here for 30 days, and that covers you through conference tournament action, NCAA, as well as much of the NCAA tournament when you get that 1-month all sports pass. So get on board here with El Ninos and promo code TonyT at checkout will save you that 15% off. Late Steam plays also here. We can for the long-term subscribers, we can post play. We got our members plays in by 11 a.m. Eastern time. But again, with our late Steam, we can post plays throughout the betting cycle. And any play we put in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours of our game time are emailed directly to our long-term subscribers using the email that you used when you sign up for the service. So get on board here with Tony'sPicks.com. Get on board with that with a long-term or a 1-day pass. All right, I've got a best bet on the board right now from the NBA as well as a 3-pack mix in my college and NBA. Get on board with me. Also, the multi-capper promotion, 2-for-1. Match me and Al together up in a 2-for-1 capper promotion and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. All right, guys, we're with you here every day here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time with the 26 Morning Show. So make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us to get the plays. And of course, if you happen to miss any shows, I want you guys to go out and check out our YouTube channel over at TonySpace.com. We're not just a live stream. We have a lot of content there on our YouTube. You can watch the replay of our show if you want to here up on our YouTube channel from today, yesterday. Of course, the happy hour also archived on our live tab, our Monday through Friday live show at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So you can check out that. Here's our morning show. You can always watch the replay. Now, also, when you click this video tab, you're going to find a lot of on-demand content from myself and many of the cappers on TonySpace.com. We go a little deeper in these games with this on-demand content. So our latest videos, as you can see, a lot of NBA coverage, college basketball from yours truly. Rod's got you covered with the hockey. Look at all the hockey coming in from Rod. So if you need hockey, Rod's got it for you right here on the channel. El Nino's every day looks for underdogs from today. He's got 3 underdogs for you. So check it out. I don't want to hit it because it's going to show you the pick. So make sure you get El Nino's underdog video of the day. 3 of them on the board. You guys like that feature a lot. Get a lot of good comments there from Al's video there. Also contributors, including Chris Atkins in there as well with content. You can see some of the guys also contributing here. I just want to make note, Joey Tron's got the races, the Sunday card here. He's got a parlay for you guys. Okay, I won't go too far, but he's got a parlay from the NASCAR event today. So check that out from Joey Tron over at TonySpace.com. Lots of great contributions here on our show. Do we have any shorts in there yet today? Not today. Sometimes we get Brian Biller will check in with shorts as well once in a while on our channel, guys. So check us out here at the Tony Space YouTube channel and get signed up and hit the like and subscribe button. We greatly appreciate that as well. All right. That's do it for this edition here of the Tony Space Morning Show. We're back tomorrow live here at 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys tune in to that or check us out on our unit. Says Arch Madness is coming up this Thursday, guys. This Thursday we've got Arch Madness from Missouri Valley Conference, of course, ASUN Conference from us today. Good luck to everybody as well. I want to make a note here. Ron Hahn here, second place NBA for the year coming up. So Ron Hahn, also one of our cappers at TonySpace.com. He runs our chat for us. You can check his content here at TonySpace.com. Ron Hahn there running the chat for us here as well on TonySpace.com. So get on board there if you would. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody in the chat. Always appreciate you guys' contributions. Of course, Ron will be on the happy hour tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time. So, guys, you make sure you tune in. Good luck to everyone. El Nino, do you have anything to say before we close it out?
No, thanks for watching, guys. And, yeah, make sure you check out all the videos Tony was mentioning. A lot of good content out there on YouTube.
Yep, absolutely. So, guys, check us out on our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe and set those notifications. All right, going away. Goodbye, guys. You make it a winning Sunday. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony 6 Morning Show.